Good morning, or should I say actually good afternoon. I know you all see this picture in the background, and when I start talking about God, you're going to probably say, why is she doing that? Why does she have that picture in the background? Well, I like that picture when I saw it. I decided to put up. But just because you see things, they're not necessarily always reflect who you are and what you do. So I just want to put that PSA out there. You know how some people get sometimes. People want to start to judge you just because. But that's what we need to stop doing. We need to stop judging people just because of what we see or what we think we see or even what we think we know. But I just want to let you all know that God can stop some things in the midst of. He can move some people out the way. He can move some things around. He can shift you at the blink of an eye. You could be doing this, going those particular places one day, and God can step in and reverse all of that around just because of who He is. He is the Almighty. He is the one who we need each and every day in our lives. You know, sometimes we look at our situations and people leave us, doors close, we get upset. We do not need to get upset because doors close. Because when they do, it's all because of God. Sometimes He politely shuts them. Sometimes He has to slam them and put deadbolts on them. But it's not to harm us or to hurt us in any way. It's actually there to help us and to get the victory that we so rightly deserve. When those doors close, just know that God has something better for us. We just need to trust the process. I am so glad that there have been so many doors closed on my behalf. Doors that if I had stayed in them, still trying to hold on to what I knew needed to be closed, thrown away, discarded, and all, that there is no telling where I would be. But just knowing that God allowed those situations to come to pass, I look at where I am now, and I would never have been here if it was not for Him. For Him shutting those doors, I'm here to tell you all, don't get distraught and upset because you lost a friend, you lost loved ones. Stop trying to care and take each and every one with you. Some people are not meant to go with you where God is trying to get you. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to hear. I know it's hard to understand. But God knows where you are headed. He knew it even before you were born and got here. He already knew the purpose that would be put onto your life. Sure, you had to go through some things. You had to be hurt. You had to be whatever. God knew it. He knew you had to go through those things to grow you up, mature you, to propel you. So don't get distraught and get worried about what happened or who left. Embrace it. Just know that God can seize things and stop things. He's trying to get you to better. He's trying to move you from those old provisions and get you into new provisions. He's trying to bring the best into your life. Are you ready? Are you ready to receive it? Sometimes our own mental thinking stops us. We think we're not worthy. We're incapable. God, if you let God in, He will help you and work in those weak areas. He will strengthen them. Only thing you have to do is be susceptible to be able to allow Him to come in and do these things. Sure, times have been hard. You have been hurt, you have lost, you have loved, you have been rejected. We have all been there. And if you have not been there, thank God that it has not happened to you, and hopefully it never will. But for the ones who have been there, rejected, tossed aside, discarded. God got a purpose for you. I know it hurts, but I'm here to tell you to pick yourself up. You are going to be okay. Because what you thought you lost was not a loss at all. It was a lesson, a learned lesson. Something that is going to help you in the long run. So don't be ashamed about the things that happen in your life. You know, maybe you had to file bankruptcy. Maybe you've been homeless. Whatever the case may be, just to know. Don't be ashamed. Never be ashamed of what has happened to you or what you've gone through. See, that is our problem. We get so stuck and so focused on, oh, Lord, why did this have to happen to me? Everybody goes through hardships in one fashion or another. We just have to not get stuck and stagnant in those things. We have to know that we have to go through them to be able to grow up, to be able to mature, to get some wisdom and some knowledge, to know, hey, I went through that, but I made it. Or even just to say, I went through that, but I know better. I would never do that again. For whatever lessons you have gone through and endured in life, know that God supplied it. He allowed you to go through it, and you are going to be okay. God is not going to put more on you than you can bear. Get in the position to where he can bless you. I'm in a position now where I want all the blessings that God can afford and pour onto me. I am in the mindset now that I can't tolerate certain things. I can't be bothered with certain things. I'm not going to even let certain things bother me, because my cutoff game is quick. I do not have time for this point in my life to be surrounded and supplied with foolishness. You can either get on board or jump off. I do not care at this point in my life. I know that there is things that I am supposed to be doing, and I know as long as I keep God first and foremost and seek him and have him to direct me, I know that there is a purpose for my life. And I am striving each and every day towards that. I have had to cut some people off. I have had to not be worried or bothered with people. It is okay. Did it hurt? Sure it did. Nobody wants to be wandering around in the wilderness by themselves. But at this particular point where I am, I need to be focused, and I can't be have any foolishness or be tolerated with any nonsense. So if you feel as though I have changed, I am acting some particular kind of way, yes, I am. Because I know where I'm going. And it may not be meant for you to be on this choo-choo train with me. There's no hard feelings. There's no animosity. It's just that I know that I cannot be bothered with unnecessary things at this particular point in my life. I'm headed somewhere. I'm striving somewhere. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm supposed to be. And hey, it is what it is. But just know that those things that you are fretting about and worrying about, it is okay. Everything that is reflected in our lives and that's going on in our lives, it is all because of God. He directs our paths. He knows where we are going and where we are headed. We just have to trust the process. It may be hard. You may not understand it, but that's okay. He knows, and that's the main thing. He has all the answers. So don't you try to fret and worry about, the whys and the what fors. God knows, and that is all that is important. So I'm just here to tell you, don't worry about it. Let God direct your path. Be still. Sit tight. Have patience, and just know that your Father is always, always in control. You all have a wonderful day. This is a terrific Tuesday. Everyone truly, truly, truly be blessed and enjoy today, each and every day, and just continually allow that light to shine.